Hello, Aries. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here's where I'm always wishing you peace and understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. So, Aries, I had already pulled out your oracle cards. This is the love reading. We're going to see overall energy for your connection with your person, just the overall energy with the oracles. And then we're going to look at how they're feeling, how you're feeling, and the outcome of this connection as of right now, okay? Now you got dead peacocks, lovers and friends, sexual healing. So what that means is, for one, you guys must have been friends and took the friend to the next level. That's self-explanatory. But that sexual healing energy, it's like in the act of intimacy, physical intimacy. Because a lot of people think intimacy is always like physical. No, intimacy is other things. It's a part of foreplay as well. Anywho, so what that means, the two of you kind of give each other life when you combine, all right? Now, dead peacocks means one is surrendering, like giving up the ego, like the ego being killed. You, however this is, maybe one of you wasn't expecting this relationship to have a huge impact or vice versa. But what it says is now it's no more playing games. It's like you understand that this connection with this person is a lot more, and it's equal between the two of you, okay? Let's see your person. You have judgment. Okay, so what this tells me with your person is maybe they're evaluating this connection with you. I mean, you guys did come from just, being kind of cordial with one another. Maybe the status was, I call you, you got an itch, I scratch, vice versa. And maybe this individual is reflecting on where this could go between the two of you. And also, you could be dealing with someone that is coming out of a relationship, and now it's like, do I want to come out of one and get into another? All right. Bottom of the deck is 4 of Wands. So you could be dealing with someone that is connected with someone else. And, like I said, you got an itch. Each one of you scratch each other's itch. Okay. Let's see how you feel. And if you want to know sign-wise, it's fixed. So judgment comes through. One, judgment is a planetary trump. But, oh no, primordial. Doesn't matter if you're not a reader, you don't understand. But if you are, then yeah, you will understand. But judgment is fixed. So that could be an Aquarius. That can be a Scorpio. That could be Leo or Taurus, okay? Now, how do you feel about this situation? I could tell you that your person, what I feel is a bit fearful. They are a bit paranoid. They're a bit scared. Ooh, your energy is death. So both of you could be going through this phase too. Again, you could have been, slinging that thing, moving that thing, looking all stinking nasty. Okay, you could have. And now this person is having a big shift within you, okay? They're activating something in you. So it went from being like something fun to now something very serious, and it caught both of you unexpected. All right, it could also too be affecting both of your life. When you look at death and judgment, it's a yin yang effect, because it's reflecting on what has been and no longer wanting to be in that situation or be that person or carry on those same habits, and wanting to transform, evolve and be more aligned with who you want to be versus who you actually are. So internal shifts can be happening with both of you. A lot of people take hanky-panky like it's something light, but it's really not. It's an exchange of energy, and you are, to an extent, connected with that person. So, not to make it sound heavy, but it sounds heavy. Each time you give yourself to someone, especially, and I'm not talking like, not like that. I'm talking about in the physical encounter, like, well, technically the body does become one when you do mouth, but you know what I mean, the actual parts, and making, a solid mix. And it's not just like well, it is like a puzzle piece, because both of you, and it doesn't matter if it's same or what is it, homosexual or heterosexual, it doesn't matter if you look at it that way, same or opposites. It is a connection. You're forming a union. So you do get a piece of that person gets a piece of you. Now, if you're into energy manipulation or knowing more about stuff like that, or if it just intrigues you, what I can tell you is that if you're active with someone and you want to know more about them and they're kind of like recluse, you don't really know, if you wait and actually don't wash, all right, and meditate on it, you may not get the messages right then and there. Ask a solid question, be firm in it. Make sure your mind and your heart is aligned with what you are asking for. Okay? And when you do that, and you meditate on it, then you go about it. You will get dreams, you will get messages, ideas, things will come to you. So that's in form of premonition. Just a little tidbit for you. At the bottom of the deck, though, for you, you have the moon. So what that says, with having the death and the moon, one, you are not admitting your emotions to this individual. Or two, you could not be aware of the transformation that this person is having on you. You could just think it's all external stuff, and then you may go to this person for relief. You know, it's just something fun. You may not fully acknowledge the emotional or spiritual impact that this individual is having on you, because they are actually changing you. Another thing too, and this could be something, I did say that for your person on the low, but it can also be a situation where not only that it's, you know, I don't like saying it's a secret. Not only is this relationship reserved or just, you know, exclusive. How about that? I like exclusive. But it also packs well, we covered that. It's an emotional impact. Something else I wanted to say and I lost it, getting hung on the secretive part. Look at the outcome. You know what? Let's dive deeper. Why not? Let me pull this. Give me 1 second. Since your person came through as judgment, judgment about what? Wow, you got my cards going everywhere. Get over here. Let me go deep, 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 deeper. Your person has the Fool. I pulled that one card, and yeah, I am thinking that. Did I really need to go deeper? I think I already had hit the surface. Eight of Pentacles. And Six of Swords. Yeah, I really didn't need to go deeper. Like I said before, your person in judgment is reflecting on having this new relationship with you. They could be coming out of something and starting something with you. Could have been something temporary, but you're really making them think about this. Now, are they showing this? Because honestly, for the both of you, I feel like you probably haven't expressed exactly the depth of the emotional connection the two of you have, but I think the energy from your person, Aries, I think you feel it. I think you're fully aware about how you feel because you got the High Priestess in death and the transformations that you are having, but I believe that you're not verbalizing that. Okay? This can also be saying that this person, yeah, they want to hold on to this and develop this into something more. But are they going to initiate it? I don't believe they are. But they are immovable. That's what it tells me, especially with them having the Eight of Pentacles there. They want to work hard on this connection. They don't want it to end. All right, you have Death. You got the Emperor. Emperor, Three of Pentacles. And Queen of Swords. Ooh, okay. So you are coming off cold. like I said, I don't feel like you're articulating this to this person how you feel, or you could not see the emotional impact that they're having on you, or you do see it and you're not admitting it. You're coming off very authoritative. You're being very disciplined in this. If this is what it is, this is what it is. I think, especially with having the Three of Pentacles here, I think, or I feel that this may be like a third party situation. All right. It may be, like I said, it probably was platonic between the two of you, and now it has evolved to something else. And you just kind of want to keep it at that. So you could have someone that you go home to and you're dedicated to that person. You could have someone else that, you know, when you need a giggle, they give you a tickle. And then you have this person, when you got an itch, they give you a scratch. So with that being said, I don't think for you, Aries, you want to make this more than what it is. So you're going to appear more stoic, and you're just going to be more assertive in this. Like, this is what it is. So even if the individual tries to open up or say something, with the Six of Swords being here, it does make me think this person is going to open up to you. But, you know, you're kind of like, you're going to downplay it. Or you may change the subject. Or say if you always see them on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock, you're going to pull back from that. Instead of seeing them Tuesday at 2 o'clock, you may switch it up and go see them at 8 o'clock. And instead of seeing them at 8 o'clock, you know, Thursday, you may be like, oh, you know, talk to them for a little bit and may change up your schedule. Because you want to stay in control of the situation. You don't want to lose the connection that you have with them, but you do not want this to develop any more than what it is. All right. Oh, and you got the Knight of Swords. I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck. You got the Knight of Swords for that one. All right. Let's look at your outcome, okay? We have Four of Cups. King of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. One thing about the King of Cups, and I will always say that anytime I see the King of Cups, is that he has emotional intelligence. He holds things down. So if you're a cross watcher watching this, Aries is not going to show it. Aries is going to play into your hand, but be in control as the dealer. So if you try to come out and say to Aries that, you know, I think I'm falling in love with you, Aries, you know, may hear you out, acknowledge your feelings, but don't expect Aries to say it back to you. Aries does not want to change what this is, but Aries will be respectful of how you feel. All right. We're going to clarify this Four of Cups, and also, you know, just overall energy in the connection. Like I said, it is what it is. For now, does that mean it's going to change? It can possibly change. We got Five of Cups here, Page of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So look here. When we have the Four of Cups clarified with the Five of Cups, this is, I want things to stay the same because I don't want to have to leave you. I don't want to have, you know, I don't want us to have any regrets. So following, you know, coming through with the Page of Cups, the feeling is, forgive me, okay? All I've been eating, this licorice, and this I'm gonna have to really look at it. I just wanted to try Australian licorice, and I actually had it in my Amazon cart when I went to Woodman's. Oh my God, you guys have no idea. People think I'm crazy, but I prayed for Woodman's by me. That's how much I love Woodman's. The other day, my husband took me to Wally World, and I didn't even want to get out the car. He was like, if you get out, I'll take you to get ice cream cone. I was like, babe, this is betrayal. I don't. And when we got back in the car after we just went in and got like one item. I went and grabbed like a protein because I'm, this weekend I go fully shopping. Look, I'm all up in your reading. But, I told him, I said, Poppy, no more. I don't want to go to any other store besides Woodman's and Sammy's. That's it. And he was like, you're really serious? Yeah, I prayed for a Woodman's. You guys have no idea. I love Woodman's. Now you have an idea. I love Woodman's. Okay. But I saw those, and I actually had that candy as a future candy I want to try this year in my Amazon cart, y'all. This shit is real. And I saw it. I said, oh my God, it's $2.99 and Amazon is $13.99. So I was like, oh, I'll grab it. You know, just try it. And I tried it and it's kind of giving me like a hookup thingy. Anyways, digressing. So, like I said, the relationship between the two of you are going to stay the same. Now, I don't want to leave you on a note. If you are a cross watcher and you lose hope, I don't want you to lose hope, especially with having the love here coming from lovers and friends. You two do have a solid bond. All right. But what is true is that, well, it's all true, but they don't want it. And I don't think it's a fear. I think it's discipline. Aries is trying to be in control of their life. Whether male or female, I'm not looking at that. I'm just looking at energy. This Aries is in control of their life. They don't want things to be messy and they don't want to lose you either. So do not be surprised if your Aries is around you. This is a rarity, but it's possible where you guys just is hanging out like friends and it might not be any hanky-panky. And that's just to be more in control, more disciplined about this connection, okay? Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, it shows that you guys are doing this for a while. This is the energy that's going to be there between the two of you for a while. So if you have your hopes up and you think, oh, maybe in a couple months, you know, the energy of the relationship will change. It's not going to change. Not in a couple months. Pentacles are not months. Pentacles is years. Okay? But you hold a seat down. And a lot of people are like, I'm not an option. Yes, you are. See, I ain't the reader if you're looking for somebody to sugarcoat it. I'm not, because I tell you what, I like it straight blunt. I don't care if it hurts my feelings. I don't care if it makes me feel like shit. I don't care if I have a bitch in the shower crying. I don't care. I do not care. I want it honest. So I give it to people honest. And that doesn't make me a lot of friends. But I tell you what, when the bitches look back, because I always run back into them. They're always grateful for me being honest with them, because you can never say I sugarcoated. You can never say I lied to you. So you hold the seat down and you wait. It may happen. Or find comfort in knowing that. And you might be like, well, maybe I just got Aries as a side piece too. Yeah, you do. But what I see here, you want to move and make this relationship something more. So whether you actually act on it or not, it is still there. The feeling is there. The idea is there. Wonder what it'd be like if Aries was the one going outside, picking out the paper, bringing the paper in, and we having coffee and breakfast together. You toy with the idea. And let's just be real. Who does not fall for Aries? Whether male or female, everyone loves Aries. You just do. Aries is like the cute baby in the party and never gets ugly. Seriously. Hands down. Name one Aries. Yeah, you might get mad with how they act, but then you see them and you think about it, oh, I missed them. Like, that's just Aries. They put a stamp on you. All right? So, like I said, it's going to stay the same. Ace of Wands, the passion is still there. The desire is to still be with you and have that with you. They don't want to lose that. One thing, don't try to use it as a leverage with Aries, though. I'm just saying, especially if this Aries has air in their chart. For real. Just don't, because they are like the king of manipulation. King or queen, they are the dominant one. So I say king in it, of it. Because they have that fire of allurement. They bring you to them like a moth to a flame. And they will hurt you. Now, to be fair, I've never had an Aries really hurt me. Like, not really. Well, I take that back. I have had one, like, my mother's an Aries. But to be involved with one and it's like, nah, I peeped your bullshit before you did it. I also get a heads up. All the Aries that I only ever like engaged for, like 3 of them, all of them were all spiritual. And it's like, oh, I already peeped it, but they were late to the party. So it was the Gemini in me, but I still ended up getting hurt. I'm not going to say they didn't have me crying in the goddamn shower, because they did. I was hurt, but I bounced back and didn't care. I'm just like that. Anyways, So I hope that this helps you. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, give you girl a like. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I love to have you. Understand we cannot always control other people's actions and how they present challenges to us. We can only control the way that we respond to them. So do well to know, stand your ground, set your boundaries, move with integrity, and you will ultimately always be in control. All right? I'll see you in the next video. Bye.